Hello, welcome back to the CloudFrontDesk tutorial. This time we will learn in one of the Cashier modules, which is quite widely used in the Cashier module, namely the procedure for guest checkout. So checkout at the CloudFrontDesk is done in the Cashier menu because it is related to payment, then bills to guests until the checkout process is on the Cashier menu, while the check-in process is on the front desk or reception menu, while booking a room is on the booking or reservation menu. Now we in our video this time will learn about how we procedure to check out guests in the CloudFrontDesk. OK, from the dashboard, we select the guest folio cashier, which we explained in the previous video about the guest folio. How to add to the bill charged to guests and so on. Continue reading daily rate and balance. This has been explained in the previous video at a glance. We discussed, for example, if it is 0, this means that there is no bill and it is ready to check out, whereas if there is a position on his balance, it means that he still has a bill to pay before he can check out, while if it's a minus, it means he still has a deposit hanging if he wants to check out. A minus position means there must be a refund, so there will be a refund process and so on. OK, now let's try to check out one of the guests. For example, room 215 is going to check out. For example, there is still an outstanding bill, $272.50, so this is still outstanding, so there must be settlement before he can check out. For example, Henrietta is already at the cashier desk and she wants to check out, then we inform her that there is still a bill of $272.50, so she has to pay first. Now, if you want to see in print how much the bill is, then click this print button to give it to Henrietta. OK, then if after being informed that his bill is still lacking $272.50, then after he pays this we have to write down the payment. For example, he pays. If you use cash, for example, we add it to the bill. About paying off the bill. How to select post, choose payment, we explained in the previous video. If you want to check out, select payment, select. There are various payment methods, which in this payment group can be added. For example, there are credit card payment by credit card, for example City Ledger, or for example transfer, for example, etc., bank transfer. Now, that can be added by yourself, so later there will be a video tutorial on how to set up the payment method. OK, for example, the one here is the easiest for us, Henrietta, to pay. If you use cash, then we choose cash. Now, how much is paid by Henrietta? The amount of the bill is $27,250, she pays $27250, without the minus. She doesn't have a minus number in front of it. If for example cash payment is directly written down, how much is the payment, add to the bill. Are you sure you want to add this transaction? OK, like this, then the balance is in the position after the add bill was successful. Then the balance position becomes 0 because it was paid earlier with cash in the amount of $272.50 if we look at the bill. So I said earlier that we didn't enter a minus number, but automatically at the time of payment, the group payment, then he will minus 270 this on the balance. It will be 0 with payment, cash amounting to 270. A minus number appears here, yes, so 270 minus 270 is equal to 0, like that. So, the way to 0 it is to fight it with payment. After that, we print out, we give the invoice, the proof has been paid, that the invoice has been paid. Paid off. Then, we can print the bill earlier to give to Henrietta. When we print this later, here there is a signature column, there is the cashier who did this checkout with the guest. There are writings later can be set up later on. What is the name? The setup menu now has an invoice number, date of issue, bill to here. There is an address column, yes, but this is because the address is T, it's not filled in, that's why it doesn't appear here. It's printed using this button. It will be given to Henrietta. This process is already 0. Now, it's 0. Bill, but Henrietta hasn't checked out on the CloudFrontDesk data yet because she's still here. The difference is that Henrietta is ready to check out, so this is the checkout button. After this it's 0, the checkout button appears. Then we check out, right, we click checkout. It appears like this: guest checkout dates, room numbers, checkout dates, guest name, Henrietta. Excellent guest feedback, for example, excellent service, nice hotel, feedback. What is the name of Henrietta? There are passwords. What is the name from the cashier to check out? If there is this, is there any interest in making a password, so not everyone can check out later? We just have to click checkout. Checkout is successful, okay, like that. Henrietta's position is recorded. This is the checkout position. The date is so many hours. This is the post fill out checkout, so the checkout position is like that. In the checkout position the clock appears because it's already the checkout position. So about at a glance, about checkout you can practice for other data. The point of this checkout must be 0, so it appears the checkout button to 0. You have to pay like that, so a 0 payment can be made with a payment, or previously there was a deposit, so that when a charge comes in it becomes 0. If, for example, there is still leftover, then it must be refunded. For example, there is an advance, the deposit continues, it doesn't work, that's why it has to be refunded. Payment refund, like this, now like this. Refund later, we will try to refund, and so on. Okay, that's how to check out. Hopefully it can be understood.